Clint Capela is the free agent we're talking about today. Welcome back to Frogs Angels. We got you covered with NBA and NFL content. We're predicting all these top free agents, where they may land in free agency. Got a lot of teams up on the board here. This is one of my favorite free agents. Young, improving center that can get better. Big man, I should say. Could play the 4. But before we get into it, 10K subscribers is our goal. Please click that button if you haven't already to help us out. Back to Clint Capela. Is there a team up here right away that you would like to take off?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
There is. You want to hear it?
I want to hear it.
Oh. I'm going to take the Lakers off.
Lakers right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
They have the cap space to land multiple guys.
They have the cap space, but I don't know why, but I see a team that's kind of middle of the road in terms of the rebuild, going out and just, with a lot of cap, just going out and paying him. That's what I see with Clint Capela. I mean, I love his game, and he's gotten better every single time he stepped on that court. I don't know. That's what I see in my brain.
That's your take?
And that's my take.
Okay, this is tough. I'm going to take off the Raptors, actually, because maybe they don't have the best cap situation as some of the other teams. Maybe they're looking for more of a developed guy, even though I think Capela is very good right now. But maybe if they're trying to get somebody, they're going to clear cap and get more of a developed guy like a DeMarcus Cousins, DeAndre Jordan. That's just my take on it, so I'd take them off.
I'm going to take the Mavericks off.
Okay.
I think the Mavericks, I like the Mavericks. I like them a lot. I like what they're doing. I like how they've been handling the draft situation. I don't know. I see them going after someone who's like one of these bigger name center free agents. Because I think Capela's going to be overlooked by a lot of teams.
He could be, yeah.
And
maybe
I don't agree with that.
Much money as he thinks he can get, or maybe
right.
he should get.
Because all it's going to take is one team to go out there and offer him a crazy amount. That's going to set the market for him.
I think, yeah, somebody will do it.
Somebody should do it. He deserves the money. Lock this young man in for a long time.
Who am I going to take off next year? I'm gonna take off. I'll take off the Clippers, I guess. I can see they're kind of going in a rebuild route, but first they have to decide what to do with DeAndre Jordan. But if they decide to move on from him, they can easily get a guy like Clint Capela. They can pay him, and he can be part of that rebuild process, which they got 2 picks just recently in the draft. So looks like it's going pretty well so far. But I'll take him off the board because they still have to decide to do with, DeAndre Jordan really has to decide there, but they could trade him, they could get him back, they could just let him walk. But I think a lot needs to happen from now till then for them to get a guy like Clint Capela, DeMarcus Cousins, whoever the big man is that they could use. But could end up there, but I'll just take them off for now.
As usual, I got a team I need to take off, and it's going to be very early. Very early.
Okay.
Take off the Houston Rockets.
Whoa.
Yes. There was a report that came out this morning that the Rockets are apparently all in on going after LeBron James.
Wow.
All in. So I see them. They're very appealing to some of these guys like a Paul George, like a LeBron. They need to bring Chris Paul back. I
don't think they need to bring Chris Paul back.
I think they need to. I think they need to bring Chris Paul and bring either Paul George or LeBron. And I think they're a lot better than them just bringing Capela back. Capela's going to get paid. He's going to get absolutely paid.
I mean, I think he's a good part of the future. That's given up on a lot of future there. Really,
I don't agree with it. I like Capela, but like I was saying earlier, I think he's going to go to a team that's on the kind of the end of their rebuild, maybe in the middle. That's going to give them a lot of money for a long time. But I don't know, just my take. And hearing that the Rockets kind of all in on Mr. LeBron.
Interesting, very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take off the T-Wolves, even though I would like him with Cat. I think either one could play the 4 or the 5. I think it makes sense. I think
their games complement each other too.
Yeah, I just think some of the other teams are just more likely to actually happen, even though people in the T-Wolves organization, like myself, as well as other people, may like those two together. I think more I think some of these other teams are more likely.
Wait, did you say you're in the T-Wolves organization?
No, I'm saying that people in the organization and like myself.
Oh.
No, not like.
I thought you were saying you were in the organization.
No, it made it sound like that.
Okay.
But I meant they and myself may like Capela on the team.
Gotcha.
Okay, we're clear now.
We're clear. Okay.
We're clear.
Didn't want to. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I'm gonna take off the. Hornets.
Okay.
Until the Hornets offseason plan is clear to me, I'm not giving them anyone. I don't know what they're doing.
You know about the Kemba Walker rumors? Are those legit?
You know who I compare them to? Who you compare them to?
Who you compare them to?
To the Seahawks.
Seahawks?
Just like everyone was just like all offseason, what are you doing? It's just a lot of question marks. Nobody really knew what they were doing. There's rumors they're trying to trade big pieces. Like what are you trying to do? So I don't know. They're just a team we just don't know. So until then, Charlotte, you better get on that. I'm not gonna give you anyone.
Okay. I like them in a lot of these teams.
Yeah.
Cap space is a little tight for teams.
Are we gonna start knocking off some of these cap teams?
I think so. I think so. I'm gonna knock off.
You can take a couple. You have the cap in front of you.
Two teams that need a guy like this. I'm gonna take off. It's the Wizards, and it's the Blazers. They definitely need him, but I think the other teams have a better cap situation.
Mm-hmm. This is tough.
Maybe another team with somewhat of a cap situation. I'll go ahead and knock him off. It is the Knicks. I mean, they could pay for him. They could use him with Porzingis.
Bad money.
Yeah, guys like Joakim Noah, other guys, maybe they're paying a little bit too much. They can figure that out and make some moves. But till then, I think all these other teams are more likely.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the Bucks off here.
Okay.
If you've seen our other big man videos,
we chose someone to go to the Bucks.
We chose someone to go to the Bucks, and that's why I'm taking them off. I like the fit, but yeah, that's really the only reason. These are three good young teams that could use a big man.
And then they can pay for him too.
And they can pay for him. Who's gonna give him the most money out of these three?
That is a good question.
I honestly believe all three of these teams either will. I think they should all offer at him, but it's like there's only one team that I don't know if they will, but two of them I'm almost positive they're going to at least offer at him.
Well, here we go. The Hawks, all the teams in the NBA have the fourth most cap space.
Mm-hmm.
The Kings would be next. Fifth most cap space, right after the Hawks. And the Nets aren't too far behind, but they don't have as much cap space as the Hawks and the Kings. So should we remove the Nets?
Yes.
Moving the Nets. Could happen.
Also, another take here. The Hawks, they have the fourth most as of now. Does them drafting Trae Young maybe show that they're shopping Schroeder?
I think so.
So they can dump some of that money. They might even jump in the cap situation.
Out of these two teams, I think we're heading in the right direction, the same direction here.
Yeah.
Are we choosing the Hawks?
I think I'm going to take the Hawks here.
Yeah, I think I am too. Kings can very much happen, but I actually want to bring a team back up. The team I was originally going to choose, you took off pretty early. I thought he was going to go back to the Rockets. I thought they're going to realize that he's a big part of their future. They were going to win Game 7. Let me tell you right here. They were going to win Game 7 if they kept going to Capela. I don't know what happened there. James Harden got a little selfish on us. He saw Warriors were hitting some threes, so he decided to chuck up some threes. They're still winning the game at that point. I don't know, that's a different debate, different discussion, but I think they realized how dominant he was. He's a big part of their future. There's not too many young big men like this that can play in today's NBA. Maybe some just came in the league from the draft. There's a pretty good draft class for these types of guys. But they're going to be missing. They're going to be in trouble with the big man situation. So I was going to choose the Rockets.
Do you think they swing and miss on some of these bigger names that they've been like linked to?
Could be a blessing in disguise because I think they need to get back Capela.
So you're saying you're saying they're probably going to offer at some of these big guys, but maybe not get them, and then they're going to be like, all right, fine, we'll sign Capela back.
Could be that, or they could just get Capela. Could be their first. I think Capela needs to be their number one priority. I really do. Like people might say LeBron. I mean, yeah, you could win the NBA championship
What if you get a LeBron and a Capela, and you bring in you don't bring Chris Paul back, and you just bring a point guard that can facilitate?
That sounds like best case to me. I don't
Hey,
think
hear
you
me
need
out
Chris
here.
Paul.
This is my Rockets lineup.
Chris Paul didn't even play in those last 2 games. I know they lost them both, but I don't think it was because they were missing him. I really the Warriors played great basketball. I think there's other reasons. I think they could have went to Capela more. I think Capela's more valuable than Chris Paul. And I think if you get a LeBron, there's got too many guys that want to play point guard, want to take the ball up. So I don't think you need a Chris Paul. You got James Harden that takes the ball up. You got LeBron James take the ball up. You need a big man down there that's part of your future, part of right now too. I think the Rockets have to get him back, and for that reason, I was going to choose the Rockets. But I do like the Hawks. I do like the Hawks a lot.
I think the Hawks are going to be the team that offers him the most money. I think Houston is going to maybe hope that he takes a hometown discount. Maybe to kind of like Capela, if you come here sign for a little less than what everyone else is offering at you, we can bring in some other pieces. I don't know. These are good final 2 teams. He's either going back or he's going to, like we have here, a young team that can pay the man.
Yeah, I mean, everyone thought either the Hawks were going to go with Doncic or a big man, because a lot of those big men were projected to go that high. They're worthy of the pick, and they went with the point guard that can pass, that has potential to be an elite passer in the NBA. So that tells me they had their sights set all along on a big man like Clint Capela. So I do like, even though I was going to pick the Rockets, I really do like the Hawks now more than I'm thinking about it here. So
you would destroy that Eastern Conference.
We'll see. We'll see if he ends up on either of these teams. Should be interesting. Again, I think the Rockets really need to get him back. We will see if they try to do it or even do it. But that'll do it.
I love it.
That'll do it for this one. Check out our NBA free agency predictions. We got NFL content on the channel as well. More to come. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Our subscriber goal is 10K subscribers. Please help us out. But that'll do it for this one. Goodbye.